So kids, we have skipped again. I've skipped because we have to use a set square again, and I know that that's just a little bit difficult. That's another lesson we'll just do in class next week. So today we're going to look at squares and rectangles. Nothing like just bombarding you with all types of shapes and all of their properties. So let's see. Lesson 1, properties of squares and rectangles. Look at figures X and Y. This is X. This is Y. X is blue, Y is pink. Why? I don't know. Anyway, so we've got we have figure X is a square that has 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. Its opposite sides are parallel. We've all learnt about that. The square here tells us it's a 90-degree angle. A 90-degree angle is a right angle. A parallel line is a line that is the same distance apart, that will never meet, and it will never form an angle. Figure Y is a rectangle. A rectangle has opposite sides of equal length and 4 right angles. So same thing, it's got 4 right angles like the blue one. The only difference is the length is longer than the width. Its opposite sides are parallel. Tick, tick, tick. What's Lillian over here saying? She's saying a square is a special type of rectangle where all the 4 sides are equal. A, B, C, D is a square. A, B, C, D. Okay. So AB equals BC. So AB is the same length as BC. Okay. I'm going to have to break this down. This is going to get complex. BC equals CD. So BC is the same length as CD. CD equals DA. So CD is the same length as DA, which equals 5 centimeters. So it's just saying all these sides are 5 centimeters. So AB is parallel. Remember we used that line? Okay, so AB is parallel to DC. And AD is parallel to BC. So let's see. AB, yes, it's parallel to DC. And AD up here, yes, it is parallel to BC. And we've got the markings. Remember the arrows? So the measure of angle A, that's angle A right in here, I might highlight it, equals the measure of angle B, which is right here, which equals the measure of angle C, and yes, you guessed it, the angle D, which is all 90 degrees. Do you see why Lillian said that a square is special? We have got all of these amazing similarities. So we use notches like this one to indicate sides that are of equal lengths and arrowheads to indicate sides that are parallel to each other. So this line tells us that everything is equal length. This is where you're going to have to really put your detailed learning on. These arrows say that they're parallel. Arrows parallel. Okay. Notice how they've only used one arrow here and one arrow here. It's because those lines are parallel. And then they've used 2 lines here to indicate that it's parallel with these arrows. Okay. I hope you understand that. All right, so PQRS is a rectangle. So PQ equals SR. There's PQ and it equals SR. All right, these are 5 centimeters. So this line and this line are the same length. They're 5 centimeters. So PS equals QR. PS equals QR. All right. PQ is parallel to, what does that equal? We should say that. So PS is 10 centimeters. Therefore, because that double line and that double line is there, QR must be 10 centimeters. I shall show you. There we go. Then we've got here PQ is parallel to SR. PQ, yep, we've got that arrow and that arrow for SR, that's parallel. And PS is parallel to QR. So we've got 2 arrows and 2 arrows. So the measure of angle P, so that's here, equals the measure of angle Q. And happily enough, they all equal the same because guess what? Those little squares tell us it's all 90 degrees. Okay, so that will be 90 degrees. Remember, we've got 10 centimeters up there and 90 degrees there. Happy days. So hopefully it's not too difficult. Okay, there's your shapes. You've got an S and a T. Got lots of different questions. We're understanding the shapes in detail, learning the language of the shapes. So I need you to answer those questions to the best of your capability. Remember, Mr. K is coaching you. And let's have a look at the next page. Loading, 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 loading. There we go. Okay, the figures are not drawn to scale. Not drawn to scale, guys. Write the lengths of the unknown sides. Okay, so they've given you lengths and you have to work it all out for yourself. I want you to continue with Let's Practice. And look, they've got all the symbols. Let's Practice is going to get you deeper into your learning and it's going to consolidate that learning. Don't let it scare you. You do one question at a time and you'll probably think about it as your extension. Who knows what I'll do? I don't even know. See you at school soon, guys.